live. Um, Not sure how long I'm gonna do this for. Um, Realistically, probably like 20, 30 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what this look looks like. All right, it's fun. But yeah, didn't stream yesterday. Just got caught up with things I was doing. Um, but yeah, good to be back. Good to be. I think it's too dark. All right, it's perfect. But yeah, hope everyone's doing good today. We'll wait for people to start to join, and then we'll start getting into things. But yeah, I'm just excited to have like free time the first time ever. What's up, Just One Human? How's everything? Like, I feel like in the next day or so, like I'm just gonna be like set in one place for a few weeks and not having anything to do. I cannot wait. It's just gonna feel so good. Right now, I still have like a few things I gotta do, but yeah, it's nice. It's literally 9 on the dot. Damn. Is that too late? It's like snowing here. It actually looks kind of cool. How's everything with you though? You feeling better? Go to bed at 11? Oh, okay. I try to. It's just I haven't been able to sleep recently. Feel better? Okay, that's good. I mean, just if you're just getting better bit by bit, then that's really all you can ask for. It's 4 p.m. Yeah, it's 4 p.m. here too. Have you seen the yellow sign? I don't know what that means. If I have to guess, like if I don't know what it is, probably no. I don't know what to tell you. Sorry. Yeah, East Coast. It's weird. The New York time zone goes like all the way to Indiana too. It's like weird how far it goes. Computers reason better than humans. Okay. I mean, it depends on what aspect. Computers can, predict anything based on a pattern, but they're not capable of, creative thought. It's the things that computers will never be able to do. Yeah, you can ask me whatever. Unless it's weird. If it's weird, I'll ban you, but yeah, anything within reason you can ask. You are not one of, what? What am I reading? Reading The Rebel by Camus. What's up, love from America? AI creates, AI can create like Taylor Swift, but it can't create Sinatra. I'd put it that way. Like, it definitely is capable of great things, but I think it's never gonna capture the entire essence. Like, AI can only make perfect sounds, whereas like certain guitarists, like, you listen to Jimi Hendrix, you can try to play Jimi Hendrix, but you'll never sound the same. It's like that. Like, maybe it can replicate top 95%, but the top 5%, it's never gonna get even close to that. Eagles gonna do it this year? I think so, man. Their defense is so good that I don't see anyone competing with that. If the defense plays like it's playing right now, it's gonna be really hard, especially with Saquon. If Saquon stays healthy, has good games going into the playoffs, I don't. It's gonna be really difficult. Like, out of any year for them to do it, I think this team right now is better than the 2017, 2018 team. Lions are really good, but they also just someone scored 48 points on them. That's the other thing. Just people have nostalgia. Dude, you can't tell me you listen to Jimi Hendrix and you don't go, this is the greatest thing I've ever heard. You know what I mean? Like, listen to Jimi Hendrix and ask yourself, could a computer ever create a sound like that? That's the thing. We don't even have to go back that far. We could go back a few years and I don't know, like early Kanye, you know, Biggie, Jay-Z, like you can point to a lot of artists that could never be replicated. Their same soul, their same essence can never be created by a computer. I mean, the drones is it's probably just military testing. It's probably some surveillance system like detecting things. I mean, it's probably just a test, and people are saying it's aliens. I, it's what we're never gonna know the real story, dude. I I think Bryce Young's pretty good. I don't know. Like watching that game, I was like, this guy is he's got a lot of potential. So, um, yeah, the Eagles had a few mistakes there, and they almost did end up losing. But lucked out. What made you come online? I don't know. I wanted to. Where you from? I'm from the U.S. Like I saw earlier in the year a lot of people like hating on him, saying he wasn't any good. But he's showing signs that he can really do something, and it's more so a reflection on the Panthers because you look at Sam Darnold, who's like borderline. He's not MVP candidate, but like he has numbers that could put you in the MVP candidate race any year. You know what I mean? And same thing with Baker. Baker is playing a ton better than he was showing at the Panthers. I have to ban that. That's fucking weird. What's up, KC? Just one human. What are you doing? You're supposed to be banning people that say crazy shit like that. Come on. Why am I doing it before you? But yeah, no, it's hopefully Bryce Young turns it around. I don't like it's sad when like people just get wrote off so early in their career and like it just gets to their head and they never can come back from it. Yeah, he's not Cam Newton. Like you gotta like, I mean, at least in the first few years, you gotta give him some slack. It's like people thought Darnold was not a good quarterback, and now look what he's doing. I yes, I will. I will eventually get the button down and suspenders. Don't worry. Test for what? I mean, it's also like the thing of like secrecy. Like, let's say you're running a company. If you're testing something, do you want to reveal it? Like, there's some of that. There's some of like, it's just in development and it's like they haven't worked it out completely. So why reveal that information? I mean, there's other issues with that. Like, I don't think it's an easy answer. I don't think it's something that we'll ever understand or really grasp unless you're in those rooms. But yeah, it's nothing really to be worried about. Their frustration first game first. Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm not in a home right now. I'm in an apartment, and I don't think I'm allowed to paint the walls. But yeah, I agree. It's weird how like Western culture has like gone away from the beauty of the Renaissance even the Middle Ages. Like, I mean, you look at some of the old Gothic churches, you look at some of the old designs for homes, and you're just inspired. Like even 100 years ago, homes used to be so much more beautiful than they are today. And I mean, like just look at cars. Look at like the Ford cars that are produced. They look like shit. Look at most of the newer cars that are being produced. Like they kind of just look like pillows. There's no. They don't even look aerodynamic. It's just so weird. What color should I paint my nails? I don't know. Paint them black and be edgy. Yeah, I bet being a Panthers fan is hard. I mean, how did you feel when Cam Newton didn't dive on that ball? Were you pissed off? Yeah, well, Ford is just like I don't know, man. They're not even an American car company anymore. Like, don't they produce a lot of their parts in Mexico? Do they even have factories here? Like, I mean, they're going to EVs. Like, they've just made so many poor decisions. Like, if they really wanted to, stay alive, they wouldn't produce a electric Mustang. But I don't know what to tell these people. Toyota's really, really good cars though. Anything Japanese manufactured is always a good bet. Free did, yeah, he did nothing right. No evidence. You know, Diddy had a $50 million bail set, and the judge denied it. That's insane. So just that shows you he's not innocent. Uh, I'm just streaming, Brooke. I don't know what to tell you. Nothing exciting. Gyro's already banged up. Yeah. I mean, it's one thing to be like injured, it's another to like risk injury in the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? It's like obviously don't paralyze yourself for life, but like you can dive on that ball. Smile like a donut. What? Can you pin me so people can say happy birthday? Yeah, sure. How do I do that? Happy birthday, Emily. Play music? No, I want to play music. Yes, I look like Skittles. Thank you. I mean, the reason why they don't produce cars like Japanese cars because simply they don't take as much care. Like they're more so worried about you know producing as many cars as possible, selling as many cars as possible. Where like I mean, think of a Japanese car. They don't have to say in their ads we're the safest car, we're the most reliable car. Like people just know them. You know what I mean? Like they take such meticulous detail and such meticulous care, and their supply chain is so well developed that they don't need to do what other companies need to do. Like other companies need to tell you that their cars are safe. Toyota, Honda, Acura, Lexus, they don't need to do that. It's really just I don't know. It's such a basic thing to understand, but these CEOs of Fortune 500 companies can never grasp it. I don't get it. What car do you have? I have an Acura. Tell me about books. What do you want to know about books? It's such a broad category. The book I'm currently reading is The Rebel by Camus. It's about rebellion in different aspects of humanity. The section I'm reading right now is about the rebellion against God, which isn't really the rebellion against like the essence of God, but it's the rebellion against the church and the norms and stuff like that, and how that's a fundamental aspect of humanity. It's pretty interesting so far. You have a Tacoma? That's a good car. Where do you get your hat? I have no idea. Take off hat? Why? Comfy. What's up, USA Addict? To see hair? My head's shaved. Just look at my profile picture. Can you let me know if I'm a decent singer? Sure, how am I gonna do that? Do you have videos on your channel? Just remind me. I'm like really bad. If you tell me to do something and I don't do it that instant, I'm gonna forget. So sorry if I forget. Yeah, my hair is so long. Why you gotta be a little asshole? Damn, that's crazy. My neck hurts. My shoulder's like so messed up for no reason. I haven't even done anything recently. Buzz cuts. Well, no, it's not even a buzz cut. My head is shaved. It's like well beyond a buzz cut. Ever read a book about the demiurge? What's I probably have. I know a little bit about Gnosticism. I mean, if you really like break it down, a lot of those beliefs are kind of similar. They just venture off in different ways. So it's like I would know enough to have a conversation about it, but I don't know like the specifics. I don't really care about specifics when it comes to that stuff. It all just kind of like blends together in my eyes. You cracked your knuckle and you feel like you broke a finger. Damn. That's the worst feeling when you're trying to crack a knuckle and it just doesn't work. How old are you? Don't worry about it. haircut suits me, thank you. Would hope so. It's the only haircut I can get. Yeah, I'm a disc golfer. How'd you know? I feel like that's like, well, I don't get the appeal in that. Dude, that's every live I do. It's so annoying. I literally titled the live, "Talk to me about books," and this is what it ends up being. It's literally just making fun of my hairline or people hitting on me. It's so annoying. What should I make for dinner? I don't know. What do you like to eat? Ever read any Nietzsche? Yeah, I read a little bit. I don't know. Nietzsche's like, I like his perspective, but it's just like, I feel like it's so focused on the negative. It's so focused on like, just how bad everything is that it's not uplifting. I like to read uplifting stuff. I like to read stuff that I can apply into my life. So like, I value his perspective. I value his opinion. I think it's a very good, idea to read to like strengthen your own values. But it's just like, I don't read it and I go like, I want to know what he thinks about this next. I'm just like, good point, but it's just like, it's not inspiring. You know what I mean? You love disc golf? I don't even get normal golf, so I don't, you know what I mean? Is it hard to be good at? There's that one video where the dude like throws it from 2 feet away and it goes like 300 yards away. It just keeps rolling. And I thought that was interesting, but aside from that, that's the only time I've been like, wow, that's kind of funny. It's hard. I mean, I imagine it's hard. That's the thing. It's like I don't even understand why people like soccer. Like I get it. It's fun to play, but like watching it, it's just like I'd rather watch MMA. You know what I mean? Same thing with hockey. Like it's all right, but I don't get the obsession behind it. Do I remember you? Vaguely. Sorry, there's been a lot of people in my streams recently. I remember we had like a little bit of a discussion. You love mama? You don't love your mama? Damn, you had to correct it. I'm gonna tell your mom you don't love her. That's crazy. Damn. Why should I sub? I don't know. You don't have to if you don't want to. I'm not gonna force you to. If you like me, then sub. If you don't, then don't. I don't know what to tell you. It's like what I could see it being that. I don't know. I don't have the patience for that kind of stuff. Like my attention span is like so. Like sometimes I can focus on something for hours upon time. Sometimes I'm just all over the place. It's just a struggle. What's up, Black Hoodie? Like what content do you have? I have hundreds of videos of me talking about books. If that's interesting to you, then subscribe. If that's not interesting to you, then don't. I don't know what to tell you. I like talking about philosophy. I like talking about religion. I like talking about stuff like that. If that's interesting, then you came to the right place. If not, have a blessed life. I don't know. You know what I mean? That's how I take it. Like, I don't know. A lot of people online, they like beg for like subscribers. They beg for followers, but like it doesn't matter unless people genuinely care about you. Like you could have 1 million subscribers and have you ever seen that video where the chick has like millions of followers on TikTok and literally she's at a convention and nobody's in line to see her? Like, I don't want that. I'd rather have people that genuinely care about me. Like a few thousand people that we can talk about books with every single day is like the ideal. That's all I want. So, how old am I? Guess. What religion are you? You sub. Thank you for subbing. I'm Christian. Someone guessed I was like 35 the other day, and I was like, damn. 27, close enough. You will shave my eyebrows? Okay, go ahead, try. I'm good. I'm from the US. I look 23, close enough. I mean, I wouldn't know how old, like, I'm not, bro. You're 72 years young. Good for you. Yes, I'm between 1 and 1,000. Stop playing. What do you mean stop playing? Damn, none of this snow is sticking right now. It sucks. What do you do for a job? Don't worry about it. I'm in between things right now. You escaped the nursing home to your son's ex-girlfriend's house and a kid. That's an interesting story. I hope that's true. That's pretty funny. Dude, I feel like nursing homes are so depressing. I don't know. Every time I go in them, I'm just like, this is, it sucks. It sucks. I look like an Avenger. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? You know where she hides the keys now. You're 33, but people say you look. That's a good thing. Fit check? No. I'm literally just wearing sweatpants and a sweatshirt. It's not happening. You're 9? Okay, let's stop talking about ages in here. I'm gonna have to start banning people. It's getting weird. I don't care, but just don't say it. It's never a good thing to say your age online. Let's just face the reality that there's weirdos on the internet and not talk about it. You wanna know if you can sing? I mean, you probably can. I mean, I feel like we all have a certain idea of how good we are at something, you know what I mean? Okay, you're getting banned for saying that. That's just weird. It's fine to troll, but don't say weird shit like that. That's crazy. Yes, I'm Indian. How did you know? You ask that to me every single day. The answer is gonna stay the same. Of course I am. Look at me. Do you like art? A certain kind of art, depends. I don't know. Some of it's just nonsense. You see a lot of modern art, and it's a dude putting ketchup on a burger. It's just weird, stupid shit like that. But I mean, you got to look at what Michelangelo and Da Vinci did, and you have to appreciate it. I mean, the thing that made Da Vinci so great was he wasn't just an artist, he was a scientist. The reason his paintings were so good was because he studied the seasons, he studied the changing of the leaves, he studied everything about nature so that he could replicate it in the brushstrokes that he did. So I think there's a little bit of when someone really takes their time to take into account those details, you have to appreciate it. I mean, I only drink water pretty much anyway, so. Your knee just dislocated. What? Why you lying? Where do you live? Stop asking where I live. I'm gonna ban you. Did you go to college? Yeah, I did. Are you a doctor? Legally, I cannot claim to be a doctor, so no. What's your degree in? Industrial engineering. It's not as cool as it sounds. It's really simple. Are you a doctor of philosophy? No, I would never get a doctorate in philosophy. I think a lot of philosophy is stupid. There's very few philosophers that I read and I'm they're saying something. A lot of them, they'll hit at a few key points, but I think they missed the bigger picture. I mean, you can even point to who should we say the best philosopher of the past 200 years? Maybe Nietzsche. Even he misses a lot of stuff. So I'm in your walls. Oh, I see you over there. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think philosophy is just limited because it's trying to conceptualize humanity without God, without the idea of faith. That's what a lot of more modern philosophy is. So I think it can never really capture the entire human existence. Because even if you're an atheist, you have to give credit to the idea of faith, the idea that humans believe in superstition, and that belief alone has power. Someone on the roof, is it Santa? What books do you like? Like what genre? Um, Philosophy, religion. Starting to get into Kafka. I really love Kafka. He's like one of my favorite authors. Dostoevsky, stuff like that. I can't really read like normal fiction, like fantasy and stuff. Your channel is great for insomnia. It helped my friends sleep. That's awesome. I'm glad I'm helping people out. That's the entire point. New age hoopla. Yeah, it's not to say that they don't have good things to say. It's just I don't think that it gets everything. I think it's a biased perspective, and it's like, I mean, you go to Socrates, you go to Plato. They at least were unbiased, or Socrates at least. I don't know about Plato. I haven't read enough of him. I mean, that's the entire reason why Socrates was deemed the smartest man ever, was because he saw beyond his own biases. Yeah. Yes, crap on my head, yeah. What are you, a Cowboys fan? One of the funniest things ever, like, is just watching Cowboys fans like be so delusional. I don't know. I don't like. I'm not like super into sports, but like, it's one of the best things to do. Like, if you're ever having a bad day, just watch any Cowboys fan on YouTube just complain. Yeah, I mean the NFL's rigged. Like, dude, okay. If you don't think the NFL's rigged to a certain extent, then why are they showing Taylor Swift the entire season, and why do the Chiefs win? You know what I mean? Like, it's technically classified the same way as the WWE so that they can rig it. Um, I mean, sports have been rigged since the beginning of time. I'm not saying that every single game is, but like, if you think that the amount of money to be made on these games isn't influencing in some way the decisions, I think that's a dumber perspective. Like, why were the Patriots gifted so many great decisions? Why were they allowed to cheat in so many like, you know what I mean? It's like, not saying that it's like a grand conspiracy, not saying that it's like, you know, completely rigged, but I definitely think there's some favorable calls, there's some favorable things going in, you know, the best interest of the NFL. I mean, horses are okay. Dream career, this. What do you mean? Being able to just talk shit on the internet, you know, writing, doing stuff like that. How do you pair writing with your reading? Do you have a writing habit? I just write when I'm inspired. I don't keep any notes. I'm bad about that. I don't like to. I don't know. I don't really see the benefit in taking notes. Like, I'm not gonna quiz myself. Like, whatever I take from the book, I take from the book. You know what I mean? Like, some books I take more from, some books I take less from. Do a flip. I can't do a flip. I'm sorry. Yeah, how did you, Tyler? How did you figure out that Emily loves horses? What's up? Attitude, mental, positiva. Yeah, Tyler, you must be a genius or something. I don't know how you figured that out. Speak from Neville Goddard. Speak about him. I don't know. I think Neville Goddard is one of the most interesting people you can stumble upon because I've never seen someone write so little and say so much. I feel like that's saying a lot. Like his words are almost poetic in the sense that like you know the value they carry, and simply reading a 70-page book by him is you know more information you can gather from a lifetime of study. Neville Goddard's basic idea is that the conception of God is our imagination. The creative force of the universe is inside of us. The Bible says time and time again that the kingdom of heaven is within you, meaning that we have everything that we need to create our own worlds. And most people are actively shaping a negative world by their feeling states, by their states of consciousness, and assigning negative feelings, negative emotions, and all these things, and actively adding to their problems. Where if you just shift your mindset, you could shift your world. Pythagoras is my favorite cult leader. He's an interesting one. Pythagoras is like, when you look into him more and more, you're just like amazed at some of the stuff he understood. He almost has like a prophecy about his birth too. Like some oracle told Pythagoras' father that he was going to be more influential than anyone who had ever lived at that point, which really was the case. I mean, the thing is, nothing remains of Pythagoras' original works, but we are just told about his greatness through the likes of Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, people like that. Very interesting. But Hypnodio, what's up? I don't even think I said hi to you. My bad. Hypnodio, have you ever read The Rebel by Camus? It's pretty good so far. Yeah, you're getting banned. Don't say shit like that. It's just fucking weird. Like, why do people have to come be weird? You know what I mean? It's like, there's enough weirdos on the internet. Why do you have to be another one of them? Like, I don't even know why it's like it's not funny to pretend to like. Or sad and explain why. What do you mean? My sinus has been so fucked up recently. Just looked off, 5 hours flew by. That's the best feeling, when the day just passes by and you don't even notice. Those are like the times that you remember forever. Yeah, The Rebel by Camus. Very good. I'm also gonna pick up The Plague by him because I was watching a video the other day and it was talking about the book. I think it's gonna be interesting. I don't know. The more I read of Camus, the more I'm just like appreciative of his perspective. I think he captures, you know, society much better than most other philosophers do. And the best thing is about him is he compares his worldview to others. I think a lot of people don't do that. It's very like, it's a lot like Nietzsche in the style, where Nietzsche like kind of just breaks down everyone else's beliefs and slanders them. You read that at the beginning of lockdown. Yeah, I really like his style. Even his stories, The Stranger, is pretty good so far. I haven't read any of his other stories. What's up, UMPP? How's everything? I've never read the Bhagavad Gita. No, not yet. I'll read it at some point. Keep watching stuff. Dude, the more you watch of that stuff, the more it's gonna freak you out. You just gotta like it's like anything. The more you fixate on it, the more it becomes a big force in your life. I think that's the biggest issue with like a lot of preachers, a lot of churches is they focus so much on the devil. It's like, be aware of it, but don't fixate on it because the more you fixate on something, the more your mind likes to add significance to it in your world. You watch the new Superman trailer? No, is it good? Dude, I've given up on superhero movies, I swear. Like, all they have to do is just do a scene for scene replication of the comics, and it's going to be amazing. Yet they're like putting $400 million into the Flash, and it's one of the worst movies you'll ever see. I haven't been able to make it through a superhero movie in so long. Even Deadpool Wolverine was fucking terrible. Like, it was not a good movie, objectively speaking. It was good compared to the other movies. It had some okay parts, but like, it wasn't good. You know what I mean? It's just fucking sucks. Demonology is creepy and interesting. Yeah, I think people fixate on it too much though. Like when you study that too much, then it just like starts to freak you out. I think like knowing a little bit about it is okay, but like when it becomes an obsession, that's when it becomes detrimental to your life. What do you think about the DC deep state? I mean, it's just a natural, um, like, it's really just simply happened because people aren't required to vote on certain things. Like, it's an extension of the federal powers, the um, federal overreach, and it's in essence it wouldn't happen if the Constitution was followed. But the problem is the Constitution's only as good as the people in the country, and we would rather give up our freedoms for protection, which I don't think is necessary. I think it was I want to say it was Ben Franklin. Ben Franklin said people that sacrifice freedom for safety deserve neither, and I think that's a haunting quote that will echo for the rest of the existence of the United States. Um, it's like anything. Like I don't think that there's any trade off worth giving away protections under the Constitution. And until people in America start to wake up to that, start to wake up that it's not left versus right. It's really a much deeper issue. It's subverting them away from the real issues. The real issues that are constitutional rights aren't really rights anymore. They're privileges. Then I think that's nothing will change. If you're trying to be Winchester, I don't know what that means. Start seeing it everywhere and everything. Yeah, it's like anything. The more you fixate on it, the more it becomes a bigger part of your life. My opinion of Hunter Biden, I don't think he should be pardoned for everything he's done. You can certainly pardon him for some things, but if you really look into it, like I think there should be more due diligence into, at the very least, the laptop. Like it was. I don't know. It's like anything. It's like certain things will always get pushed under the rug, but it's like, why aren't we allowed to ask these questions? Why was it buried during the last election? Like, I think these are questions that really just hit at the root of things that like there's no such thing as authenticity in American politics. And until that comes back, we can't even begin to you know complain because we're voting for these people. We're voting for these people that would rather protect their own legacy than see America rise to what it really should be. She said you're a weirdo. You probably are. So if you're watching this, you're not like other people. See, the thing is, the dogs aren't going to be your best friend. You know what I mean? It's whoever controls the code. Again, it's like we shouldn't. There should be protections that prevent people from slandering. There should be some due diligence that ensures that a story of that caliber is actually correct. But yeah, it's like it's kind of weird. It's just like it shows that these organizations aren't impartial, and that's really the issue with it. Like, it's not that these organizations, like, if you can somewhat justify it's in the best interest of Americans, I'm okay with it, but you can't. You know what I mean? That's the issue with it. I think that's the conversations we need to have. We actually just had a really good decision in the Supreme Court that overturned Chevron. So Chevron was a Supreme Court decision which basically allowed um, administrative agencies to create their own legislation. But Chevron just got overturned. So basically now it's on Congress to make laws, which in essence is not good because Congress is ineffective. But at the same time, at the very least, it's the appearance that people are voting for the laws dictating what does control them, what binds them. You look at a lot of like administrative agencies, the FDA comes to mind, the SEC comes to mind. Those organizations make their own rules, and that's not the case anymore. What are you getting for Christmas? I'm getting books. What am I getting myself? Like, what am I? What did I ask for, or what did I get people? Yeah, I mean, it's also like the argument is that these people are quote unquote experts, but it's also like I would rather have uneducated people making decisions representing their own interest than experts saying what can and can't be done. Because inherently, like, if you're making your own rules, you're going to favor yourself. It's the same thing with the bar administration. Like, I really shouldn't speak on these things, but like, I mean, they set their own guidelines, and it's like some of those things really are they in the best interest of everyone, or are they in the best interest of the organizing body? That's the thing, and it's like maybe you can make an argument that like they're being as fair as they possibly can, but it's like if there's any sort of injustice that comes out of that, I don't think it's a good sacrifice. But again, these are like philosophical debates that you could never actually have in a civilized world because people aren't civilized. Our executive department's basically like deputies of the president. The president basically cedes authority to them. So the whatever agency, I don't know. Maybe the Supreme Court has administrative agencies. I have no idea, but Congress, the House have them. The president has them. Like whatever power is given under the Constitution, that branch can give to a administrative agency to basically make it easier to govern these things. So they can basically give some of their authority away, and they are like the overseeing power of it. They can overturn any decision that this body makes, but it's really just in essence to make it easier to govern the entire country. That's the idea of it, and it's the agencies really don't like to be overturned by their like whoever granted them the power, and then whoever granted them the power really doesn't like to deal with that because there's a reason they ceded that authority because they don't want to handle it. It's not something that is maybe political favorable for them. How's there 16 likes and 4 people? I don't know. We had like 30 people in here earlier, but I guess it wasn't being interesting. No, I think it's like I'd rather have people that are actually engaged instead of people that are just trolling. It's honestly so annoying when I want to talk about serious things and people are like trolling me and it's not even funny. Like that's the worst part about streaming. Because it's like we're having an interesting discussion right now about how these agencies are either representing or not representing our interests, and it's like, when have you heard this on Fox News? When have you heard this on CNN? You will never hear this. These are the discussions that, if more people start having, our interests are going to be better represented, and the American government is going to more reflect the ideas of the people. Is that ever going to happen? Probably not, but this is the things that need to start happening before anything begins. Again, I don't have much faith in government. I don't have much faith in politics. I think if you're looking for a handout from politicians, you've already gone really far off the reservation. I think people make the best decision for themselves, and your duty to make the best decision for yourself, your family, your community, and hopefully that reverberates in the rest of the world. That's all you can do. But yeah. I mean, the theories are fun to think about, but it's just that in execution, I don't see anything changing. I see people continuing to, you know, not care, not really do anything as long as the house isn't burning down. They're going to continue to, you know, sit in squalor. That's the thing. It's like people will complain about all this stuff, but if they have comfort, if they have leisure, they're not going to do anything. That's the baseline thing with it. Yeah. How long have you been streaming for? 40 minutes. I'm gonna end this now because I'm starving. I got stuff I gotta do. But thanks for everyone that came and hung out. It was a pretty fun stream, and I might catch you later, might not, but yeah, fun stream, and hopefully we get more stuff like this. Peace out, everyone.